Donna Coker with Donna Coker's Cherry Bloom Handmade Soaps, and we're about to make Santa's surprise soap. So the fragrance oil smells really good in here so far, so we'll see how that goes. I've got my oils ready and my lye water is an agreeable temperature, so we're going to start making soap. If you're wondering, for this size of a mold, and I believe it listed as a 42-ounce mold. I think that's how it's listed. I'm not real sure. I don't remember. I use 46.2 ounces of oil, and that gives me enough left over to do my piping. So in case anybody wants to do that and have enough left over for their piping. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to pause you while I'm blending, and then we'll come back when we're ready to separate and add coloring. Okay, so we are at a emulsion. We're not even at a light trace yet because the temperature that I soak doesn't come to trace really fast, and I don't want it to because I like to be able to work with it. So we're going to go ahead and divide this into 3 colors. And I do want to have a little more of my base and my red, so, well, somewhat red. Got to get everything out because these things are a bear to clean if you do not. But I have found that if you wipe them with a paper towel and spray them with your alcohol and wipe them again, then all you have to do is put a little bit of dishwashing liquid in them and they'll clean right up. So, and that works for me. All right, so we got everything divided up. We're going to go ahead and add our titanium dioxide for our white color. It's already been measured out. I'm going to use some pistachio. I don't really measure my micas. I just kind of play it by ear. I know when it's too much, but I would rather be able to add some than anything. We may have to add a little TD to that as well, but we'll see. All right. And I know I'm going to have to hit these with a blender, but I'm just getting them kind of mixed in a little bit first. And that green is a pistachio green. So let's see what that looks like. I got a little sample pack, so I wanted to test out these colors just to see how they do. So we will do that. All right, now we're just going to mix the color in a little bit. think it's going to work with this color. A little bit of pink in with this. Brighten it up a little bit. Trace on this color, so stir this one up a little bit. Yeah, it's still nice and loose. Really want to get any of that TV in with this green and lighten it up anymore. So okay, let's grab our mold, and we're going to do a zigzag swirl in the pot in the mold. So I didn't really get that white as I wanted it, but it's fine. Spatula here. Need a bit of it. cleaned in red will go in with the white for the piping. All right. And then I just have a popsicle stick, and so I'm just gonna then we're just gonna go around the edges just to swirl the design that we just made. I want more design, so let's do it again. Let's do it from this angle this time. I just about filled my little buddy here to full. Alright, just go around the edges just to make your design swirl. Alright, that's good. Alright, I'm going to get the piping together and we'll be right back as soon as this sets up just a little bit so it can handle the piping. Okay guys, talk about a color morph. When I mixed that in with my white, it really did a number on it. So I think I'm going to revise the name of this to maybe Country Christmas or something of that nature. But we are ready to go ahead and start piping the top now. It's set up pretty good. The rest of our oils are at a good consistency for piping. So we're going to go ahead and pipe my little buddy here. I thought about putting some little chocolate pieces on top of it, little embeds I have, but I don't know. I think maybe mixing those two and the fragrance oil, I don't know, just something wonky. But nevertheless, it'll be pretty anyway. And it smells really good, so we have that. And I usually put several layers when I make this much of the piping. So if I don't do that, I will just put that in some embed molds that I have for later use. But I kind of don't want to because this wonky color is just like, ooh. So let's go ahead and do a few more rows here. Yeah, I've been reading where people are mixing separate batches for their piping, and I just cannot do that. It's just, I'm like, oh my God, not more mixing. So to me, mixing enough in the beginning so that you can have enough for your piping just makes more sense. I mean, that's just me, but that's just how I view it. Is it just makes more sense to me to do that. Otherwise, I'm mixing again and dealing with light again. So, you know, the least amount of time that I have to deal with the lye, I'm happy. Because then you're waiting for it to cool again. I don't want to make this too incredibly tall. I'm thinking I like it like this. This angle, let's look at this angle. Let's pipe a little bit from this angle just to get some peaks over here. Gosh, this smells good. It has a pepperminty smell to it, but something else. I have to read the description again, but maybe vanilla. It's like some kind of candy, but I can't think of the name of it. And the fragrance oil is called the North Pole. And I got wonky with that one. Just go ahead and do one more row down the middle to make it as tall as the rest. Y'all, that cinnamon bun scent fragrance oil that I made yesterday, that I had gotten from Bulk Apothecary, it is divine, and it's really good. You don't have, and when they say you don't have to use as much, they're being pretty serious about that, from what I've experienced. All right, so a little dab right there on my buddy. All right, so that looks pretty good, I think. All right, we'll just sprinkle the top with a little, I don't know, let's do a little bit of this cherry. Maybe a little bit of this pistachio or either the pearl green, I don't know. I need to put these in shakers. If I'm going to continue to use these colors, I'll have to do that. All right, so we'll put a little bit of that on my little buddy. And then we'll put a little bit of the pistachio on my little buddy. All right, then we'll give them a little spritz of alcohol so we don't get any soda ashing. And we will put him down to rest for 24 hours. And we'll be back tomorrow to cut him up. Now I'm going to put him on a heating pad for a couple of hours. I always do that to promote gel phase. It always works perfectly. And I'm hoping this time will be no different. However, I've not used this fragrance gel, so we'll just have to, fragrance oil, so we'll have to see. And I will be back when it's time to cut him up. Hi guys, this is Donna Coker with Donna Coker's A Cherry Bloom Handmade Soaps, and I'm back to cut the Christmas soap. Because of the color morph, I decided to change the name to Santa's Christmas Peppermint Cream. So that's what I'm going to go with, and we're going to go ahead and cut it down. I did go ahead and cut my first little end piece, so you can see I did get some design, not much, because of course we had the color morph that happened. But let's go ahead and cut it and take a look and see what we got. Kind of looks like a smiley face. Anyway, that is Santa's Christmas Peppermint Cream. If you like the video, please hit subscribe. The little bell will let you know when I upload a video, and like the video, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.